Now that the fog of war has lifted, it's important to look at just how much information, rather misinformation and disinformation, social media was bombarded with. And it wasn't just Twitter warriors in Pakistan trying to play fastest finger first. The official military machinery in Pakistan also wasn't one to be left behind in this race to the absolute bottom. Let's start with this one first. A portion of India's briefing was played by the DG ISPR of Pakistan during his address to the media, with one crucial difference. The portion of the video that was shown in Pakistan had manipulated what Wing Commander Vyomika Singh had said. Pakistan tried to portray that India said Pakistan had only attacked military targets, when in fact Wing Commander Singh had clearly stated that Pakistan had targeted civilian areas too.
Pakistan employed UCAV, drones, long-range weapons, loitering munitions and fighter aircrafts to target military infrastructure.
You would have noticed the video is spliced, meaning cut from the middle to remove the word civilian. Here's what Wing Commander Vyomika Singh had said.
Pakistan employed UCAV, drones, long-range weapons, loitering munitions and fighter aircrafts to target civilian areas and military infrastructure.
The next video we are going to show you was another attempt to lie that Pakistan's missile attack had damaged India's air bases by conveniently splicing different parts of what the TV anchor was saying to make it sound like India's air bases were hit. In reality, the anchor was saying that India had successfully thwarted Pakistan's attempt to hit our air bases.
जो किया है पठान हमारा आगे जिसको हम कहें एडवांस एयरबेस है, बहुत है। उन्होंने उधमपुर में किया है, ये किया है श्रीनगर के पास में किया है, अवंतीपुर में, सिरसा को आपने बताया एयरबेस है वहां पर, उसको उसने टारगेट किया है।
एयरबेस है, देखिए उन्होंने जो किया है पठान हमारा आगे जिसको हम कहें एडवांस एयरबेस है, बहुत है, जहां उन्होंने फिदाइन अटैक भी कराया था। उन्होंने उधमपुर में किया है, ये किया है श्रीनगर के पास में किया है, अवंतीपुर में उन्होंने कॉम्बैट एयरक्राफ्ट इसे अपने जो एयरक्राफ्ट से करने की ट्राई की थी, जिसको मार गिराया गया है।
Another one from Lieutenant General Chaudhary goes a step further. It replaces the reporter entirely from the original clip to the doctored clip in an attempt to try to show that people were in panic in India as air bases were hit. In fact, the person who was talking about the panic was a Pakistani anchor.
Now I will show you another clip which will tell you the story.
घबराहट एक तो लोगों की नजर आ रही है क्योंकि तमाम एयरबेस ध्वस्त होते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं, आग के गोले में बदले हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। सबसे ज्यादा जो चर्चा है वो ये कि जब आप अपने एयरबेस को नहीं बचा सकते तो जनता को क्या?
The actual video is here, where the reporter is giving an update on the situation.
कर दिया गया है, हर तरह की एयर गतिविधि पूरी तरह से प्रतिबंधित कर दी गई है, नोटम जारी कर दिया गया है, 4 एयरपोर्ट को बंद कर दिया गया है पाकिस्तान की तरफ से। और जो वीडियो सामने आ रहे हैं उसमें पाकिस्तान की जो जनता है वो घबराहट एक तो लोगों की नजर आ रही है क्योंकि तमाम एयरबेस ध्वस्त होते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं, आग के गोले में बदले हुए नजर आ रहे हैं। सबसे ज्यादा जो चर्चा है वो ये कि जब आप अपने एयरबेस को नहीं बचा सकते तो जनता को क्या बचाएंगे?
This one perhaps takes the cake. The government official handle using combat game visuals, that means video game visuals, to claim that it had shot down an Indian aircraft. The post also said Information Minister Ataul Tarar had praised the army. For those interested, this is from a video game released in 2013.
ये राफेल जेट्स गिराना कन्वेंशनल वॉरफेयर के अंदर पाकिस्तान की सुपीरियरिटी को एस्टैब्लिश करता है।
There were multiple fake posts claiming devastation of India's various air bases, from Udhampur to Nagrota to Bhatinda. In an attempt to claim it was for real, old videos were liberally used. In this wild landscape of falsities, Pakistan's social media didn't even spare the Delhi airport. Of course, how can we forget the wild claim that Pakistan had in its custody an Indian pilot? Social media in Pakistan went to town claiming this, showing all kinds of random photos, old footage, even a photo of a pilot supposedly in custody. Even Al Jazeera reported that before recanting it. In an official press conference, more than a day after these rumors circulated and gathered steam, Pakistan's military clarified it didn't have any Indian pilot in custody. And if you really want some comic relief, because that's exactly what the next video is, a pathetic attempt of a deep fake that even a child will be able to spot from a distance.
आज मैं वेश भर से क्षमा मांगने आया हूँ। हमने विचार किया था कि पाकिस्तान को 4 हिस्सों में बांट देंगे। हमने सोचा था कि पाकिस्तान को बिखेर देंगे, लेकिन आज हालात बिल्कुल उलट हो गए हैं। पाकिस्तान ने हमें ऐसा करारा जवाब दिया है कि हमारी अपनी ज़मीन पर बगावत के बीज बो दिए हैं।
When the military wasn't busy spreading canards, there were attempts to doctor graphics and posts from international media organizations to peddle a false narrative, like this graph here. Don't bother looking at the details because no such statistics were put out by CNN. It wasn't just Pakistani social media handles peddling a false narrative. Disinfo Lab has looked at a number of Turkey-based handles that were only promoting the Pakistan narrative. Similarly, there were many handles in Bangladesh that were also peddling lies. Same with China-based handles. There was a real deluge of morphed, faked, doctored, deepfakes, old videos that were being belted with new narratives and slants. Just look at this one chart that Disinfo Lab has put out to show where the concentration of this misinformation was coming from. At times like what we went through last week, misinformation and disinformation needs to be very strongly countered. And it sometimes gets difficult in the fog of war, which is why it's important that you, the viewer too, learns to recognize at least the very basic ways in which people may be trying to hoodwink you. For more such stories, subscribe to SMG News, hit the like button and follow for more news updates.